Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing the recently released Netflix movie Jingle Jangle, which is a really nice Christmas movie musical that actually does really feel like a bit of a theatrical production. At some points I even thought I was watching a bit of a panto on stage, which just means that this movie is really able to immerse you into a bit of a stage-like production. Now, it is an enjoyable movie. Some bits of this movie I did feel like they dragged on a little bit, and I do feel like they could have pushed the jeopardy and the suspense of some of the situations that these characters are in, and especially the villain. I really do feel like they could have made the villain so much more intimidating, so much more evil, but at its core it is a bit of a kid's Christmas movie, and from that point of view it is a really great movie, which I'm going to be breaking down for you in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, this movie is actually really strong. So it first introduces us to the character of Jingle Jangle, who is a toy maker and inventor, and he receives the final component for what he believes will be a toy that will totally change people's lives forever, which is a real-life talking doll. In his enjoyment, he goes to leave the shop in the hands of his apprentice, Gustafsson, while he celebrates with his family. Gustafsson, who feels a little bit neglected by the Jingle Jangle character, gets influenced by the talking doll, who is called Diego, and Diego is able to influence Gustafsson to steal Diego the talking doll, as well as all of Jingle Jangle's book of inventions. Jingle Jangle then comes back and understandably is very distraught at seeing that not only has Gustafsson left, not only has Gustafsson stolen his book of inventions, but he's also stolen the talking doll as well. Loads of years pass and the story then explores whether or not Jingle Jangle's granddaughter is able to help save the day. So from a cast and characters point of view, Jingle Jangle is honestly packed full of brilliant, talented cast members that brilliantly played all of their characters in this movie and also are really great in the musical numbers in this film as well. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Whittaker, who plays the grandfather version of the Jingle Jangle character, and like I said before, he understandably goes into extreme depression after he's been betrayed by the Gustafsson character, who has actually gone on to become an extremely wealthy toy maker and inventor at the expense of Jingle Jangle, and also by using all of Jingle Jangle's actual inventions from his invention book, and Jingle wasn't able to prove that Gustafsson stole his work, so understandably he's gone into extreme depression, and over the years he's pushed everyone away. He hasn't gone out at all, and he's become a bit of a recluse, and so the film explores whether or not he can regain his magic. We then have Keegan-Michael, who plays the adult version of the Gustafsson character, and he's the main villain of this movie. Like I said before, he's become an extremely rich and wealthy toy inventor at the expense of Jingle Jangle because of the fact that he's used all of Jronika's inventions. As such, he does always feel a little bit undermined and intimidated because it's never been his inventions, and his own personal inventions have never actually been that successful. He's still under the influence by the Diego character, even as an adult. I do feel like they could have pushed this character a lot more to be really villainous, to be really evil, and even though it is a bit of a kid's movie, I just feel like this character is really panto, and they could have made him a lot more like Jafar, which was a really terrifying, twisted and evil villain, and I do feel like they could have really done that with the Gustafsson character. We then have Phylicia, Rashad, who is the main narrator in this movie, and she does a really good job in terms of exploring what happened in the past and really telling the story of this movie. We then have the Jonny character, and she is the granddaughter of the Jingle Jangle character, and it's kind of her mission to really try to get the Jingle Jangle character to re-find his joy, his magic, and his inspiration. And she is a lot similar to her grandfather, as she is a very clever inventor herself. We then have Ricky Martin, who voices the character of the Diego doll, who is a really evil and manipulative character that really is a bit of a ghost devil whisperer to the Gustafsson character that really influenced him to really steal everything in the first instance. So this is a really evil, menacing little doll that did his whole master plan purely because of the fact that he didn't want Jingle Jangle to mass produce this doll, as he wanted to be a bit of a one of a kind. And then finally we have Hugh Bonneville, who plays the banker character, the one that is telling the adult grandfather version of the Jingle Jangle character that if he does not create a new invention then he risks his shop and everything going into bankruptcy. So from a cast and characters point of view, Jingle Jangle is actually really strong. So from a visuals point of view, like I said before, it does feel like a bit of a theatrical production. It does feel like you're watching a bit of a musical on screen, which is really, really great, as the musical numbers and the musical scores are absolutely brilliant, and they are really, really well choreographed, and they really do add a lot of new dynamism to this film. So from a visuals point of view, this film works really, really well. So overall, I did really enjoy Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Story. I thought it had a really nice message in there, and I thought it was a really nice kids movie musical. And like I said before as well though, I do feel like they could have pushed the premise and the villain a little bit more to really make this film a lot more dramatic. But that being said, you know, it is a really great movie, and for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.